Welcome back.
Hi, it's us. We're alive. So are you.
And it's the King of the Bean.
And I wish I was dead.
Josh has
Well,
had a
that's
long day today.
morbid.
No,
Yeah.
he's okay. We've had a long day, technical difficulties. You know how it be on the internet. We've all been there. We have one too. But we're gonna have some fun, right, Josh? What are we doing today?
I don't know. So ideas and everything. Couldn't figure one thing out. Me and Ian were at a tire shop earlier today. And I'm like, let's do a weird scenario.
Yeah.
So my scenario is who would survive longest in a zombie apocalypse? Now,
We're,
let's be honest, none of us are gonna survive it.
Right. Well, so here, when you told me that earlier, I was like, okay, my initial reaction is one, I'm not going to survive. Two, I don't want to survive. But what I want to do is approach this from the perspective of let's see who could survive the long. Like we have to try. We have to try.
None of
We
us
have to
want to.
we have to approach this scenario with the intention that we're going to survive and we're going to thrive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're we're
So
we're trying our hardest here.
let's approach this.
As soon as Ryan and I
Let
have to start eating weird things, we're dead.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
that's the
oh,
difficult part
that
about this.
that can's like 3 weeks old. Pass. Like I don't trust it.
Oh, the expiration date just passed yesterday. I
Mm-mm.
Oh,
don't know
we're
how
eating
weird
the
it is.
rabbits now?
Nah, I don't want
Nah.
that. That looks, yeah. Yeah,
It-
so
it-
the reality of the situation is definitely Ian and I, we're not making it very far.
yeah,
But
out
this
of
is
everyone,
theoretical.
probably I'm the longest
Yeah,
surviving
but
here.
theoretically, if we were to have to need to, let's talk about what that would look like.
Josh is gonna, like, spitefully survive too, because he's not gonna be happy about it, but he'll keep going.
But why?
What do you mean spitefully? Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, you're gonna be so annoyed and over everything and how difficult it is.
Yeah, I
So
listen.
then my
So here's the
question,
thing: if I
yeah,
have to be with a bunch of other people, depending on who
mhm.
they are, that's how much resilience I'm gonna have. Because
Yeah,
I
but
feel
no,
like in my head, I'm be like, okay, we need to be in groups of people, but then someone in the group is being like, no, this ain't fair. Meanwhile, it's the fairest thing in the world. They just don't want to do it. I'm just like,
yeah, well, people suck.
zombie food.
This is the problem, right? Like, there's no winning in a zombie apocalypse. Either you die and you become a zombie, or you have to live with terrible people and try not to die and become a zombie. Like, there's no winning here. It's just
Well,
a terrible situation no matter what. So why bother?
it's funny, it makes me think of the episode of Survivor that we last watched, which is 2 episodes ago, where, like, Rome was running.
Oh my God, that guy is
He he
ridiculous.
wouldn't let anybody else fish basically, but then he was just doing everything himself, and he wasn't asking anybody to do anything, and they wanted to relax, but then he was getting all upset that he had to do everything. And it's
Hmm.
like you're creating your own problems and then getting all upset about everything.
Right, being upset that people aren't helping you when you're refusing to let people help you. I feel like
And he's like, "Wow, I'm fishing and they're not making fire for me." And it's like, "Okay.
I wish you guys saw this week's one because we need to talk about it,
We'll
but you
probably
haven't
watch
gotten
it
it.
with dinner tonight."
It's too late.
Probably.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, like there's no positive outcome of this. So for me, I'm just like, why would I care to survive? Like, just I'm prolonging the inevitable. What's the point? I'm
It just
okay.
sounds extra hard, and life's already hard.
And for what? Well, for what end? Right? It's like living for the sake of living. Like, what's the point?
I
What
don't
are we
even want to
living
do that
for?
now.
What are we living for? Just to
Shouldn't
say,
just
"Oh,
establish wherever. Really.
I survived 30 days in a zombie apocalypse." Like, cool. And, you know,
I mean, now there's like good stuff to live for, but I mean, like, sometimes it's really hard and you're like, what am I living for? But like there you're like, I don't even it's not like you get to go on vacation at some point. You're not saving money to buy a house or start a family. Like you're in a zombie
Right.
apocalypse. It doesn't really get better.
Right. Yeah. Everything, society as you know it has collapsed entirely. Like there is no vacation. You're foraging for food the best you can. Electronics are out of the question. Like everything is terrible. And maybe to some people they like that, right? Maybe to those survivalists who think technology is the devil, maybe this is what they want. You know what I mean? But I feel like in general, why? What are we working towards? Just not dying? That's not good enough for me. You know, if there's no purpose, if there's no point, then it's just living for the sake of living, and that sounds kind of pointless. You know,
With that being said, though,
we have to. So how?
we
What are
have
we?
to
What's the
survive.
plan? What's the plan? Let's start with like day zero, right?
All right, like yeah, like day zero, like all suddenly we hear on the news and radio or whatever form of media, it's like, oh yeah, there's been sightings of like zombies here and there, like in Florida, because it would happen in Florida.
Yeah, probably.
Would we take that seriously? Day zero or whatever.
I don't. I Are we talking us specifically or us as a world? Because like I just think about the coronavirus and
We
like that
didn't
was a
take that
thing for a
seriously.
while. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't take that seriously for months until we had to take it seriously, and there was no option but to. So I feel like the same exact thing would happen if there was like some kind of zombie virus that was infecting people and turning them in. We wouldn't say we'd be like, oh, that's a that's a China problem. That's their thing. That's not our problem until it like becomes our problem, and then it's too late to care.
I
You know
think
what
it
I mean?
depends on how it's spreading. Is it spreading like a traditional zombies or is it more like the Last of Us type thing? Like,
No, it's like traditional like zombie. There was like the one source that came from somewhere, God knows what, and then it spreads through like bite or like blood to blood contact or some sort, a
Mhm.
scratch.
Mhm.
so if it
Mhm.
started in another continent, how would it cross over?
It would probably cross through like a plane of some sort, or it can come
Yeah.
through like
But that
boat.
would mean a zombie would need to get on a plane.
No, like they scratch someone and that person thinks that they're fine, but then and it doesn't get them right away, and then they get on the plane and they infect the plane, and then the plane crash lands in another country, and then zombies
Crash
loose in that
lands.
country. Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
everyone's dead once they turn to zombies. So like, and then boom, and then yeah.
See, day zero, whatever, it'd be like, oh, that sucks. I don't think any of us are gonna take it that seriously in this day
No.
and age.
No, it would have to get to the point where it like has
I
become.
think if somebody, so with the coronavirus though, everybody was like, "Oh, it's just like the flu." I think if anybody said the word zombie apocalypse, because there's been so much movies and like pop culture surrounding it, I think people would take it more seriously.
Do you think they
Every,
would take
every
it
person with
seriously, or do you
guns.
think they would like blow things out of proportion and that inevitably just saying that like mass hysteria is what then causes the collapse of society and not actually the zombies themselves?
Yes.
I don't think so, no. Because there's
Elaborate, both of
so
you.
for me personally, it's like, with us in social media and all that stuff, there's a lot of like people saying random stuff like, "Oh, ghost sightings" or whatever, and no one takes that seriously. At least a majority of people don't really take it that seriously.
Yeah, but most ghost sightings you can't capture on video. I'm sure there will be a video of a zombie.
Yeah, but who's to
Also,
say that's not a production?
I would argue too that people are more serious about zombies than they are ghosts.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure, sure. I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, what's to say that it's not part of like a movie sketch or something like that? And even people who look at stuff that's real-esque,
Hmm.
it believes that it could be fake, you know?
Sure,
So
but
no
I
matter what,
mean,
there's going to be a group of people who are going to believe that it's fake. So to believe that it's going to go into mass hysteria, I don't think it's going to go to
yeah,
mass
but
That's
hysteria.
it
actually a
doesn't
good
matter if
point.
there's a group of people who believe it's fake, as long as a majority of people who believe it's real, it's gonna cause mass hysteria.
Sure, and that's the issue that I think. I don't think a majority of people are going to believe it
I
in the
I mean,
beginning.
I think they will. Like, you see a video of a zombie, it's gonna spread, and there's not just gonna be one video. Everybody has a phone. Everybody's gonna start spreading a video. If you see videos from multiple angles of the same thing, people claiming it's a real zombie, it's people are gonna start believing it, and it's not just gonna be one. There's suddenly gonna be more than one zombie, and it's gonna start spreading. Um, and I mean, yeah, you could say it's a fake, but like you can't compare it to ghosts in the sense that like fake ghost videos have been around forever. Nobody makes fake zombie videos and says, "I found a zombie." Like I think the first time a video like that happens, you kind of have to take it more seriously because it's not like a common thing that ever happens. Or it's not a thing that ever happens. Nobody goes, "Oh my God, a zombie sighting." It's not like Bigfoot or something where it's, a regular thing.
Ian, I think you
Right.
make a great point, but I want to go back to what Josh was saying and the fact that people wouldn't believe it. And because here's why I think that Josh might be right about this, because of AI. Because of AI, people don't believe anything they see on the internet now because there's so many things that can be easily faked and artificially created that I do think that there's a lot of people who would take that stance like, oh, this is an AI generated thing, right? Like, this isn't real. So I think that that's true. But I also agree with your point about people don't fake zombie things, right? People fake ghost sightings, people fake Bigfoot sightings, people fake stuff like that. But you're right, nobody fakes zombie stuff. So that's you got making good points today.
But I mean, even for AI stuff, though, I mean, AI movies and videos and stuff, it's not as good as like real life stuff. You'd be able to tell.
Not yet. Not yet. But it's only been around a couple years. And look how far it's already progressed. So what if this happens in 10 years? Who knows what AI technology is going to be like in 10 years?
Sure, but we're talking about it as if it were to happen today.
Are we?
Yeah, yeah, that's what at least how I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Well, then in that case, then yeah, probably. I forgot whose side I'm
Me.
on now. Yeah, people. Maybe I guess people would believe it then. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know
know,
either, but
honestly.
I'm on the side that people would not take it as seriously.
Because you know what I'm thinking now too? I'm thinking aliens, right? If there is a video of an alien,
See, but people fake
aliens.
alien encounters. People don't
I
fake
know that's what
zombie
I'm saying.
encounters.
I know, but I think they're in the same criteria. I would put aliens and zombies in the same category of like believability.
I think seeing an alien is actually more believable than seeing a zombie, which is also why it'd be more crazy to see videos of like an actual zombie and somebody claiming it's an actual zombie, and why you would have to take that more seriously,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Like the
hear you.
likelihood of actual zombies is so close to zero, whereas aliens are actually probable and have been faked in the past. That if
I mean,
somebody were what?
technically zombies is a thing. Like there's those fungi that take over ants' bodies and like they become basically
Okay,
zombified
but you understand I'm
insects.
saying zombie as in like what we see in like movies and stuff, like The Walking Dead or whatever, not
Yeah.
ant zombies.
Yeah, I mean, but that's kind of the premise of of The Last of Us, right? Is that the global
Yeah.
temperature gets to a point where this fungi can survive in humans, and then it do what it did with lesser
It do the
creatures.
do.
It did the do with that it did with lesser
That's
creatures
not
to
the life
human
do.
creatures. No, it's the opposite of life. But that's kind of the premise. So technically, the reason why that's terrifying is because it could be real in that
Yeah.
sense. But I understand what you're saying also.
But also
Josh, what are your
those
thoughts?
zombies didn't exactly look like, typical zombie.
No. But that being
Or-
said, I like I said, I'm on the mindset that I don't think people would believe it if you saw it online. You're on the mindset that it would. Fair is fair. I think your side is valid too. That being said, it will become the most valid once you see it in real life. And that's where, like every zombie movie apocalypse starts off. It's like, oh, your neighbor Katie all suddenly is out ravaging some body on the floor, and then it turns to you like, ah, and then goes for you in
Would
feral
you believe
outbreak.
it? Would you believe it if you saw it? Like, if you saw somebody eating somebody like that, would you be like, "Oh my god, it's a thing," or would you
It's
think
happening.
like this
No,
person's on bath salts or something?
my immediate thought would be probably someone going crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think my mind would immediately go to zombieism first,
I don't think I would either.
because it's again, it's not like a likely thing to happen, like Ian was saying, but like I would think like, oh, this person's crazy. I gotta get the hell out of here. You know, I'm not gonna about to stand here and find out.
Right.
So
Okay, so
say
zo
it
so
finally gets to us.
right. Yeah, and now it's real. What do we do? Like, it
All right.
happened. The internet's down, electricity, like, the world, society has crumbled. What's that, like, we're Rick Grimes waking up in the hospital
We
after the
die.
zombie apocalypse. Okay, but not in this scenario. The point is that we're living. So we're Rick Grimes. We wake up in the hospital. The world has collapsed. What do we do
I
first?
don't know who that is.
The guy
The
from
guy from
Walking Dead,
Walking
dude.
Dead.
I mean, that was my best assumption, but I
Walk Off Dead.
didn't really watch that show.
You watched
Look,
the first couple seasons with us.
No, you and Auntie watched most of it without me.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
You saw the first episode where he wakes up in the hospital.
No,
anyways,
I did not.
Oh.
I don't remember that.
anyways,
Okay, well,
All I remember is what's his face, Glenn, and the lady with the katana.
yeah. Okay.
The only stuff worth remembering.
Carl. You don't remember that?
No, and I remember Glenn
Carl.
died at like a dumpster, and then he was alive. And then they killed
That's
him
when we
later, I
stopped
think, and
watching.
then he came alive again.
That's when we stopped watching. Okay, but anyway, we wake up, we grab a brush and put on a little makeup, and then there's zombies everywhere. What do we do?
Well, we have to finish our face.
no, it depends.
Step three.
It depends though. Like if it's just like we're together in that
Yeah, in
instance,
this
I
scenario, we're together.
I mean, first thing you have to do is find a weapon.
Okay.
first I would contact who I can contact to see who's
You can't.
alive.
You know, I mean, the cell
Cell
towers are
towers are
down.
down, electricity's down, internet's down. You can't. It's down. You look up your phone. You're like beep boop 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 boop.
Best
No
you can do
working.
is go, Evie! And then she's not gonna respond because you're probably not close to her, and then, you know.
Yeah. So okay. So let's set the stage. Okay, we're at your place. I
I
sleep
thought we were in a
over.
hospital.
I was a metaphor.
I'm so confused.
I was using the analogy that we are like Rick Grimes and we wake
I
up.
thought you were already setting the stage.
Okay, I'm resetting the stage.
Okay.
Scrap the first stage. That one's
This.
dumb. Second stage.
Okay.
Okay, we're at your place. I sleep over. We wake up in the morning. Loud boom. We're like, what happened? We look outside the window. Zombie apocalypse. Cellular technology does not work. Internet unavailable. Power offline. We look at each other. What's happening? What do we do next?
Makeshift a weapon, I would say.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean,
Like
I feel like you
I
have
would
knives and stuff.
I have swords.
that I need something that's longer distance. I don't want to get anywhere closer. So I like
But we don't have
attach. I get
guns.
an. I mean, I was gonna attach a knife to like a broomstick or something that at least makes it a little longer.
Long range stabby.
Yeah. It's better
Yeah, no,
than
I
being
get
up
you.
close stabby.
Yeah, I know, I agree. I think the longer range, the better. Like, you don't want to get close to those things.
And then
I actually think
whatever
your apartment would be like a decent place
we
for
just
us
set
to
up
just.
on the roof.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
don't
I
have a
mean,
lot of food.
yeah, that would be the
That is the
problem.
issue. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
my extra food's in the freezer, and if we
But
don't
you
have,
know what you do have? There's several convenience stores nearby that we could go raid.
yeah, there's also plenty of people who live nearby.
Dude, that would be the problem. Is like it's a
hmm
highly, a densely populated area. But
Yeah,
also,
here in California, we're kind of fucked. Like every other person would be on their own, and like it would be going crazy on top of the zombie.
Yeah, that would be a pretty bad place to have a zombie apocalypse for sure.
I
But
think the
easily
biggest
defensible
issue,
place.
sure, I think the biggest issue would be like making the disconnection of humanity, you know, where you're like, you know what, it's gonna be okay if I go around and I have to murder someone because this is all for survival. Because I feel
Yeah.
like that's part of like the zombie apocalypse experience where you have to like
Right.
disconnect from your humanity a little bit to survive.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to forsake your morals for sure. But that's
But
why it's filled with a bunch of terrible people because everyone forsakes their morals.
it's true. Out of all of us three here, who do you guys think would be the first one to probably like kill an actual person, not a zombie, but a person?
You.
Why me?
Because I think you would be more willing to.
I
You
honestly think it'd be Ian.
you think so?
Yeah, whatever scenario, Ryan. Like I put you last. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
probably
put me last
scared.
also. I put me last also.
Yeah, I think you would be the last person to do it. Me and Ian are up for the running for first, though.
I
I
agree
would say.
100%. I agree 100%. I
The
am last.
the gays are violent.
That's not even that.
I don't think it
It's
has nothing to do with your sexuality. I think it's
I
just more
know.
of your temperance as people.
see, because for me, I feel like in my scenario, in my head, and
Yeah,
how I
tell me
believe
about your
this to
head.
be, I would kill someone in defending one of you guys. That's how I would do it, and that's how I would
Mm,
justify it in my head. It's like I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because I need these people to be alive for my sake.
yeah,
That's my mindset going in,
I
and
feel
that's the
like
only reason why I would probably kill someone for.
I would see that being the reason for me also would be in defense slash self defense. But I feel like I would still try to like knock out, like go unconscious instead of kill somebody. Unless they're like really terrible and I'm just like this just has to be done. I feel like there is a point where I could get there, but it would take a lot.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, probably me or Ian.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What about you,
I-
babe? Who do you think? Do you think it's also me?
No, I think it's me.
Do
Ah,
you?
Yeah.
there you go.
Why? Tell us your reason. Elaborate. Expound.
I mean, I just didn't think you or Josh would kill anybody.
So you would just do it because you're like, this person has to die.
Out of all three of us, someone has to do it.
Yeah, pretty
He pulls out a
much.
sword. I shall be your executioner. Shing shing.
Pretty much.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But Ryan, you're morally safe right now. You would be the least likely of us three to kill someone
He's
in a zombie
Yeah,
fragile.
apocalypse.
I agree with that, but also I also at the same time essentially the least useful then.
Nah, not necessarily.
I'll take up the cooking role. I'll be the chef. You kill the people, I'll cook.
Are you gonna kill the
See, that's
animals?
no, see that's the thing, right? I'm not skinning anything, right? Like I'm not chopping stuff up. I'm not doing any I can't. That's so gross to me. I didn't live on a farm. I'm not used to the slaughter. That's not something that's appealing to me. That
So,
would be I don't even like touching weird meat that's cooked, now. I like it's just I couldn't do it. I
so what
like
are
even
your
like making
what's your
chicken and it's all
role in a
slimy
zombie
and weird.
apocalypse?
Yeah, this is your interview now. What would you bring to the table?
What do you bring
I'll
to this trio?
Here's what I would help with scavenging and foraging. I
For
would
what,
sneak out.
berries?
No, for freaking food that's in a supermarket that's dilapidated. I will go
Yes, he can
explore.
through the vents.
Yeah, I will
So
go
as soon as we
exploring.
run out of supermarket food, we're done.
We're dead. No, like I said, I would go exploring. I'll go scouting. I'll go foraging. And you know what? If I find some berries, I'm going to get some berries, okay? You're welcome.
Those LA
Some
berries.
Yeah, there are bushes with berries, places, and some
But
of
can
them
we
are
eat
edible.
them? Do you
I
know?
don't know, but I'll find a book in a library about edible foods. I'll read. I will be the scout and the forager, and I'll go sneaking around, getting stuff, putting them in, and I'll bring back the supplies.
I feel like in this kind of scenario, you would be more of like the peacemaker. You would try to negotiate with other people, probably.
That too. I'll be the mediator when other groups try and infringe upon our territory. I will be the diplomat. You
Yeah,
let me do the talking.
because I wouldn't be able to. I feel like I would cave into other people's demands too easily, and Ian would demand too much.
You would go the opposite direction, yeah. So I am the diplomat and I am the forager. Those are my roles. What are your roles? I feel like I bring a lot to the table. Now that we're talking about it, I feel like you guys are really trying to knock me down. I feel like I'm a
This
vital part
guy
of this
over here.
operation. I feel like I'm a vital part of this operation.
I don't know.
What do you mean? I'm gonna keep us safe from people, and I'm gonna get supplies. How is those are two crucial elements of surviving a zombie
You're only getting
apocalypse.
supplies from grocery stores. What happens when the other millions of people in
And
LA
apartment
already
buildings.
loot all of them?
Then I'll go look for other stuff. I don't know. What is the solution there? And why is that my fault?
Because you said that's your job.
Yeah, okay. Well, jobs evolve, but for right now, we're still on day 0, Ian, relax. I'm saying day 0. For the first couple months, this is my
Look, if
job.
we're starting at our apartment, there's a lot of
I'm
places,
the
a lot of people to fight.
negotiator.
Are you gonna fight people for food, Ryan?
I'll fight people for food, yeah.
You gonna get
I
beat
just can't.
up.
Not saying I'll kill it. Can you have some faith in me? What are you doing?
What are you gonna do? Are you just gonna let your brother be out there by himself?
Yeah, you gonna come with me, or you gonna
I
be a
don't.
little baby?
He said he's gonna go forage. It seemed like
This is a
this is a
team
solo
effort.
job.
We're
Okay.
all going to forage, but
Then if
what
we're
I'm
going
saying,
together, it's not really a Ryan job.
what
It's a
I'm
team job.
saying. Okay, listen, hold on. We have our base, right? We're in
Yeah.
our place. We need more food. Someone's got to go on a supply run. I'll go on the supply run. But initially, when we go out there, we need to go out in force. We're all going out there. We're getting Josh's sticky pole. We're getting a baseball bat. We're getting Ian's blunt
We don't
sword.
have a baseball bat.
Well, we're finding a stick. I don't know, but we're arming up and we're going out there and we're all gonna go try and
I,
find some
I
stuff.
think all my
But what
swords are at the house. I don't even think they're here.
yeah, I think they're in your closet over there. You didn't even bring it, so you don't even have it. We're gonna arm up regardless, and we're all going out there to get some stuff. But what I'm saying is, in the future, right? Josh is butchering meat, and he's like, "Oh, I need some stuff," and I'm like, "I got you." Go in stealth mode. I go out and I get some
Stealth
stuff.
mode.
Yeah, he's leaving a little dirt for the dirt man.
Yeah, just in case he comes to town. And then I put it, and I bring it back. And then I supplies for you. You're welcome.
In
You
this
know what I
scenario,
mean?
apparently I'm the butcher.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm
because
not doing it. I
Ryan and
already
I
made
don't
that
want to
clear.
touch the gross meat or
Yeah,
skin
yeah,
it.
So by default, it has to be me now.
Yeah.
yeah. I
You're
already made it
the
very
you're
clear.
the only one okay with touching gross things.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
Ian and
why
I don't
neither
like.
of us can be on Survivor,
Exactly, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go eat
and we can't eat seafood.
weird stuff.
You can eat coconuts. Beside the
Yeah.
point. Beside the
And
point.
rice,
Smart
dude, I
attack
would love
later.
the rice. Rice is pretty good.
They don't give you rice anymore.
Well, from
Unless you win
challenges
a
when you win
challenge.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, but it takes a while.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are not survivalists. I don't think that should be surprising to anybody. So that's why you're butchering meat. Ian, what are you two doing? I need you guys. So I'm diplomat and I'm forager slash scavenger man. What are you guys doing?
I am I am your bodyguard. That's what I am.
Okay, so you'll go with me,
I'll go with you because I can't leave you alone.
but I'm
Because
sneaky.
you're sneaky, yeah, but the sneaky can only go so far,
Yeah,
especially in the beginning.
we're
I
the
have to put all
muscle.
my points. I have to put all my points in stealth.
We're the muscle. We escort you to the store, and then you sneak in while we wait outside.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but then
where they
what
at?
else? What else are you guys doing? Is
Butchering,
Is
apparently.
Josh the cook?
Yeah, I'll cook basic stuff.
Okay.
Basics.
Ian, what are you doing?
Listen, there ain't much we got out here to cook with.
I don't
That's
know what
true.
other stuff do we need.
Like probably somebody to build fortifications.
We
You
need
gonna
someone
build
to
fortification?
get to get like a vehicle of some sort.
Yeah.
We have my
Yeah,
car
vehicle. Yeah, but
downstairs.
how would we
True.
get it out?
Yeah, the fence is
You don't think the
broken now.
basement's gonna be swarmed with zombies? The fences don't work. Your car's not gonna be able to bust through them without busting it up.
No, we'll get somebody else's car and bust through, and then my car can get
But
in.
also, that's why that place is good because it has 2 fences.
Sure.
Really,
True.
all we gotta do is kill the people inside, and then like we're fine.
Just
I
kill
can't
all our
imagine
neighbors.
Ryan's gonna be the first one to kill.
That's what we could do too. Once they're all zombies or whatever, and we take them out, then we get to steal their stuff too. Dude, we'll have so much food for so
And
long.
hope they actually have food.
I'm sure they
Somebody
do.
does, yeah.
Someone in his apartment does.
We also have the next building over that we could go scavenge through too.
It's true.
Tony's brother's
Pro-
over there.
the problem is
He's dead
if
to me.
everyone, yeah, well, he's dead in general. If everyone turns to zombies or everyone kind of sucks, that's the problem. Is we'll have to deal with. We'll have to
So
see what the situation
are we
is.
recruiting our neighbors? Like, are we forming alliances, or
I
are we
feel like
just
first day you
slaughtering
have
them?
to.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Cause
No, first day you're gonna have to try
No,
to
because
talk to
rule number
people.
1 is on you don't trust anybody because they'll
No, but
turn
it's
on
day
you.
one.
Once supplies dwindle, what are they gonna do, Josh? They're gonna stab you
our
in the
neighbors
back
have a lot
and
of
then in the
kids.
neck.
Not if I
Yeah.
do it first.
And then you better kill those kids or something because, like, look, they're gonna care about their kids more than they're gonna care
Hey, would
about
you
you.
kill Stefan's kids, Josh?
Wow.
In a zombie apocalypse, if there's zombies, maybe.
What if they're not and they're just trying to take our
Maybe.
supplies?
That would be the hardest part, having to kill
Again,
zombies.
yeah, it's the moral hump that in every zombie apocalypse that you have to get over first.
Can
Yeah, but like
if I run around, can I find books on how to build explosives?
probably,
Sure.
Is
yeah.
this 7
It's like
days to die
7 days.
style?
Yeah, you just find magazines everywhere and they tell you how to do stuff.
That'd be funny.
Because
You just open it up and you're like, oh, knowledge.
we'll just need good weapons. I think if we could, we'll have that would be the biggest part. Is we gotta find good weapons too, that could actually like take care of business.
Okay, say we can't be in this apartment and we have to like leave to a certain direction. Where would we want to go? I personally
Anywhere,
say closer to like maybe like go north where it's colder.
maybe like go to Canada, like drive all the way up the coast.
Yeah. Because if zombies are just like decaying or whatever, because they're whatever the meat's falling off because there's no actual blood pumping through it or whatever, eventually they'll stop moving
Yeah,
and they'll move a lot less in colder environments.
that's true. Here's the thing. You're right, Josh. We would need to recruit some people because what you gotta do is you gotta go to like an isolated area with and make a farm so you could be
Wisconsin.
self-sufficient. Yeah, you gotta be self-sufficient because anywhere else it's food is finite,
There's
and
plenty of
that's gonna
farms
be
in
the biggest.
California.
Yeah, so we could get a farm, but I don't know how to farm. You plant stuff and then you water it a bit and then it grows and then you take the stuff and then you
Okay,
replant.
so obviously we need to pick up your mom because she's uh our green thumb lady.
Sure. Ah, no, that lady. That lady. I don't think she's gonna survive a zombie apocalypse as much as I love her.
I mean, none of us are, but in this scenario, we're trying. So
Sure.
is your mom. We'll take her. Well, they have a nice plot of land in Mexico. That can be our farm.
You think we
Should
could
we all
get
go to
all the way
Mexico?
down to I mean, I guess it's as likely as going up to
I
Canada.
mean, I was gonna say you just said we're going to Canada, so
Well, what I said is we need to go to a farm in an isolated area. That was kind of my point. Is I don't know if we'll be able to make it all the way up to Canada, but we just gotta find a secluded area. Is what we need. Even if it doesn't have a farm already on it, we can make a farm. You just like
so if we start
fill the
from down
dirt.
here, are we ever getting in contact with mom and dad, or
We'll probably drive past them on the way and see what they're up to.
Be like, sup?
what if we go to Mexico instead of Canada?
Then we write a letter, I guess. I don't know.
Who
And we send it
delivers the
on
letter?
carrier
Yeah.
pigeon, Ian.
Smoke signals.
God, you're so you're Of course, it's a pigeon.
Of course.
Of course.
God.
I have a falcon.
Oh
Caw-caw!
yeah. In a zombie box, you have to have one.
You gotta have
Yeah.
something. But yeah,
Gotta
I
have
don't
some
know.
sort of companion.
I guess then we gotta go north first, Ian, and we gotta see how they're
Oh, we
doing.
gotta check in on mom and dad.
Yeah. You know they'll be real mad if we don't.
Yeah, mom will.
Yeah. And then I guess we gotta go check on Auntie too. We gotta. That one's gonna be harder. Well, they're both gonna be hard.
Yeah,
We're at
from
your
here
place.
it's
Yeah.
too far
It's
away.
it's so well. It's not just distance. It's just there's so much people in between, and therefore zombies and raiders to get through.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point, you kind of just have to not immediately try to reach out. I mean,
Oh, it wouldn't be immediate. It would have
that's
to
what
be a
happened in
while.
like The Last of Us, right? It took him a while to find his brother.
Yeah, because they got separated, and that was just by chance that they met up again.
Hmm.
Yeah, and in my head it'd be like, well, I'll see them if I see them.
So,
Yeah.
babe, which of your friends would we recruit to be part of our farm?
Farm?
Yeah, apparently we're gonna go find a farm and be self-sustaining.
Yeah, that's what
Uh,
you have to do. What's the other solution?
honestly, none of them. I don't think any of them would. I can't think of like who would bring enough to the table to be like, okay, we should have this person come with us. Because my first thought was like, oh, we bring Frank's. Like, no, Frank's too much of a wild card. He's too much of a wild card. I can't have that much chaos. I love chaos, but I can't have that much chaos in the zombie
Yeah,
apocalypse.
we can't deal with that. Who
I was
would you
thinking,
recruit, Ian?
I was thinking
Huh?
Edgar, but like, nah, I can't do that either.
He's a
Nah.
bit of a liability in the zombie apocalypse. If we have
Yeah,
to
just
run
sort of.
from zombies, goodbye, Edgar.
Yeah,
Well,
sadly.
What'd you say,
they.
Ryan?
I was gonna say, who would you recruit?
I mean, I thought Frank and Kristen would probably be useful, and Evie. Evie's not afraid to get dirty, and neither is Kristen. Yeah, or Frank.
I don't trust Frank.
Yeah,
With what?
with
Anything in the
living.
zombie apocalypse.
That's
The,
funny.
the first sign of a zombie apocalypse, he would be like, "Yep, I'm out of here," and then take all our supplies from our camp if we had one, and then just leave.
Yeah, I could
You
see
think
that.
Like
Kristen would
I
let him do
think
that?
I think she would be like, "We should do it.
She would
We
go with
have to
him.
survive. Yeah, we have to
Yeah,
survive."
yeah,
They wouldn't want to
yeah.
survive with their friends?
In the beginning, yeah, but later on, I don't think it's gonna work out that
Not
way.
gonna last.
I'm just gonna randomly text Kristen, would you and Frank ditch the rest of us in a zombie apocalypse and steal our
And she would
And
be
supplies?
like,
absolutely,
immediately.
in a heartbeat. Yeah,
I would invite Adam. We would have to go see if he's okay, because he would be very helpful.
sure. He's a man
He's
of
Do
many
we
talents.
he's
do
a
we bring his
strong
wife?
boy. He knows martial arts. Yeah, she knows martial arts too. So they could teach us how to fight, and they would be helpful. He's a big, strong boy who's done a lot of manual labor in his life.
Okay,
He
who do we
be
know that might be good at a farm stuff?
he's from Ohio. I'm sure he knows some
There
stuff
you
about farm.
go. There you go.
Yeah, well, literally in one of the mazes we were in. Oh, the Texas Chainsaw one. At Horror Nights, it smelled disgusting, like a farmhouse, because that was kind of the theme of it. And he was like, it reminded me of being in Ohio. And I immediately pictured myself with bales of hay again. So you know what? Yeah, Adam would be a great person in a zombie
All right,
apocalypse.
Adam, welcome to the team.
He's on the team.
Yeah, he's on the team for sure.
He'd
None of
be
my
more
friends are on the
useful
Don't
team.
than
know
all
how we're
three
gonna
of us
get in
combined.
contact with Adam because he's not
We're
close
gonna
by.
drive up to his place.
We'll
Okay.
do a carrier pigeon.
Hopefully
Yeah.
he's there by the time we get there.
Yeah, I don't know where he
Are
might
you
be.
recruiting Daisy or is she
I don't think she'd be
Like,
very
absolutely
helpful.
not.
I don't think she'd be very helpful.
She's no skills for us.
For a zombie apocalypse.
She could
She
help
might
keep us
like
all
Typically,
help with.
sane.
She might. Yeah.
Do
Well,
we
I don't
get
know.
Daisy so that we can bring Frank so that we can keep him in check?
No, I don't think it'll work that way.
No,
She might
no.
help with cooking, but even then, I don't think so.
Which
Uh,
would she be okay touching and killing animals, or am I still a butcher?
you're still the butcher. That's your role, Josh. Stop trying to give it away. Yeah, no, I think we have to pass on her too.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
really
people in
just
the top of
Adam
my
is the
head.
only one I could think of that I think would actually be beneficial to have. I can't think of any other friends that I have that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can't think of
All
any
right,
either.
it's the four of us, five if Diana comes. I think that's pretty good.
Maybe they know somebody.
Maybe.
They probably do. They probably do. They know a lot of people.
And if you're watching and we left you out, sorry. Let us know what skills you
No,
bring to the table.
yeah, I was gonna
No.
say we don't apologize. You need to give us your resume. Why should we include you? In the comments down
And if
below.
Josh counted you out, let us know why we should include you. Frank, if
Yeah,
you're listening, give us some reassurance that you wouldn't abandon us.
No, he
let
would
us
agree with me.
I
let
know he
us
would.
know down below why we should recruit you for our post-apocalyptic farm. Give us full details, your resume, what
What
skills you bring
seeds
to the
you're bringing?
table. Yeah, exactly. What
Does
seeds do
Adam
you
have
have?
a dog?
No, he has two birds though.
Carrot?
Nope.
This
I
is
don't
how
know
we
what
send
kind.
messages.
Yeah, we could train him. Exactly. 100%. That's why
Okay.
he's on the team.
And then we
He
need we
he
need
doesn't need to
dogs for
prove
our
himself
farm.
anymore. We need dogs?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get some dogs.
Every
There's gotta be
good
some
farm has a
somewhere.
dog.
Well, they're for defense too.
Hmm.
Yeah, or alarms.
And good
Yeah,
boys.
exactly. Yeah. No, we'll
Yeah,
get some dogs for
that's the
sure.
only time I'd be like, okay, it's time to get a dog. Yeah.
That's the only time.
Well, and at that point, we don't have to pay for dog supplies or anything. You just loot Petco.
Well, we need to get food.
You
Yeah, it's just
loot
more mouths to feed.
No, I
Petco.
understand the loot Petco part, but that's also gonna like run out. So
Yeah.
that's another mouth to feed. Those are more mouths to feed.
The
God, we have
birds.
so many mouths to feed now.
Yeah.
This is
We
I
hard.
added
between
2 people, 2 birds, and a dog.
Yeah, well, probably
between
two
the three
dogs. You
of
can't just
us,
have one dog. What are you kidding me?
Okay.
At
between the
least
three
two.
of us, who would you guys think is like the first one to be like, all right, I have to leave in this area. Like I can't travel with you guys anymore.
You.
Yeah, probably. See, because here's the thing, right? The reason why I say that is because Ian and I have already annoyed the shit out of each other for almost 30 years now. So we know we could be mad at each other and still occupy the same space and like get through things, right? You, I think, would
If
give
that's
up.
the case in a zombie apocalypse, I think things would be very high intensity.
Yeah, it might, but that still
Yeah, but
is
we know how to
more of a
get through
reason why
that.
you would leave first.
Even if we're heated, like, we know that, we'll cool over and it'll be fine. I feel
Yeah.
like even if we have an argument, you would leave.
Yeah, if we yeah, if we have an argument, you would get you would walk away.
See, in my head, I'm thinking yes. In my head, I
Yeah.
would think like, oh, you guys are gonna be arguing in the wrong place. Like, you motherfuckers need to fucking cool your shit right now. We are in the middle of a Walmart. You can't be making that much arguments right now.
This is
But
a
then you would
Wendy's.
leave the Walmart and just leave us there and never return. That's not team spirit.
I would leave you guys in a heartbeat if you guys are making too much noise. I'm
Are
like,
you are
stop
you gonna
it.
pull a Frank?
And no,
Are you the Frank?
no. Me and Frank have similar mindsets in it, but I would try to keep you guys as close as possible up until the point where it's like you guys are gonna make me almost
I
die.
just feel like your threshold will be lower than it maybe should be.
No, I don't think so.
I know you don't think so. That's why your threshold is lower. How long? Okay, how long do you think that we would be able to like in this scenario? Everything's working okay. We're making progress. Sometimes we gotta kill some things. Some of us get hurt. Whatever. But how long do you think we could survive? Because that's always the benchmark, right? It's how long would you survive in a zombie apocalypse? How long would we survive in our little group here?
until Walmart runs out of food.
I would
No,
give
because we'll
it.
have the house and the apartment run out of food, then we go to Walmart probably.
No, we
Or
need to
we, but
loot Walmart first because, or else all the food will be gone everywhere else. We need to bring it in.
no, we need to go to Costco because they got the bulk.
Yeah, but how are
But
we gonna
that's gonna
move
be a
that shit?
madhouse. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
madhouse.
yeah, you don't do that. No, that's too
Yeah.
much
No,
competition
we
there.
hunker down first. We let the dust settle, and then we go explore.
We're
Because
the
if we go
scrappers.
out in the dust, yeah, if we go out in the dust storm, we're just gonna get swept up. You know. So we gotta wait for the dust to settle. Subsist on whatever you have in your pantry,
We're dead.
and then go. Yeah, well, you know what?
We're dead.
We're dead. That's fine. And then we go out and we
That's fine.
explore.
We go out after we die.
Yeah.
We're the
Yeah.
zombies now, and we're
Yeah.
infecting everybody.
So technically, we survive indefinitely.
No, honestly speaking, probably 3 months would survive.
3 months? That's pretty good, I feel like.
It's longer than I feel like a lot of people who are like, oh no, we'll live through the whole zombie apocalypse. Like, I don't think so.
They're gonna
Yeah,
all
I know we
die within
talked
a
about.
week.
You think that's our limit is a week?
No, I said those people.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I mean,
unless
that.
you have a bunker with like tons of food that's not gonna expire for a while, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, there that.
Especially if you're in a city like LA.
But then you're going to go crazy by yourself in isolation.
I mean, I think they have their families and stuff.
Maybe.
Next question though. If one of us got bitten or scratched or whatever,
Take me out.
take you out.
To the
Take me
ball
out.
game?
Sure.
Like first sign was scratch or whatever.
Yeah.
We survived the encounter or whatever, but afterwards we're like, oh shit, I got
Dude, if
scratched.
I get scratched, you gotta kill me because I would turn and I would infect you guys and that. So you got to cut off the infected limb if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay, who's shooting Ryan?
I
Good
feel
question.
like you volunteer yourself all the time.
You do volunteer quite hastily to put me in danger at any opportunity you
But am
can.
I actually gonna be the one who has to do it, or is Josh gonna do it for
I don't
me?
know. I feel like that's up to you.
Or would
Do you
you
wanna
volunteer
Lenny
to do it
me?
yourself?
No,
Who's gonna Lenny me?
Ian would be like, no, you do it. You do it, Josh. Like, I can't do that. That's my brother. And I'd be like, I hear you. That makes sense. That's too much of a connection. You guys are literal brothers. Like, that's too much on your psyche. So I would enjoy
Or
it for the sake.
is it poetic? Is it poetic if
Would
he's
you
the
want me to
one?
be the one that shoots you?
What if I saved you? What if I saved you and that's why I got bit? Is I saw a zombie, I'm like, no, Ian, and I push you out of the way, and then and I kill the zombie,
I
but
feel
I
like you
got
would
got.
not do that.
I got. What do you mean? I feel like you wouldn't do that. Of course I would do that.
The silence, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I would save either of you. I'm a hero.
I believe, buddy. I believe.
I don't know,
Thanks,
cause
buddy.
I also feel well, just because whenever we watch a movie and we're like, why does that guy like push them out of the way and take it for them instead of just like, I feel like there's usually a way of doing it without putting yourself in harm's way. But
Yeah, and that would be option number one, obviously. But I'm saying if in the course of saving you, however means, it don't work out and I get bitten, it would be poetic if then because I saved you, you saved me. An eye for an eye makes us both blind. It's
Yeah.
how the world works.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
But what if
I'm
if
just
you
saying it would
wouldn't
be
do it?
I'm just saying it would be poetic.
Do you want me to shoot you?
I want, you know what? I don't. I'm just saying it would be poetic. I think that it would be a good
If your
narrative.
dying wish was for
And
me to shoot you, I'd do it.
all right, do it. You won't.
Okay, bang.
Ah.
Yeah.
Would
Who
would
would
you
shoot?
would you take
Who would?
yourself out, or would you want one of us to do it?
Oh, I would take myself out.
Oh, I would. I might take myself out too. Maybe
Yeah.
I won't make either of you do it.
I'd be like, hey, listen, guys, just walk away. Just walk away. I'm going to a farm real quick.
Forever.
Real quick. Just walk away. Don't ever look back. Don't don't let your curiosity get the best of you to see if it happened or not. Just like leave.
You would make us leave our house? Why don't you leave?
Get out and shoot yourself.
Go out back and dig a hole. I'm just kidding.
But that would be my go-to. I don't think either of you guys would want to kill any of us.
Yeah, how about we put that in the constitution of our group? Is if you get bit, you have to kill yourself.
Yeah, you have to go somewhere far, far away and just be like, all right,
Yeah,
it
that's
happened.
your responsibility.
Yeah, that's fair.
All
But
who agree
what
say
if
aye.
somebody refuses to do that
Aye.
in the situation though? Like what
Aye.
is
Between us
the
three,
Then you're breaking the constitution.
Yeah, but what's the how do we go about that?
Then we
I'd
have
end
to
you
hold
guys.
court. Oh,
You would end us?
Josh is
But
the execution.
I would be the butcher and the executioner.
What if you're the one that's not willing to do it?
I I would be willing most of the time. I would only do it if like I'm trying to think like would my emotions ever get the best of me? Like you pissed me off real badly one time. Like no, you're coming down with me. I don't
Oh, are
think
you
it would
saying
ever get to that point.
you would kill one of us? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think he's
I
saying
don't,
he would let himself turn so he could eat us.
I'm saying that I don't know.
Oh.
I would most likely always leave. And the only scenario I can think of is if you really piss me off for whatever the fuck reason. It'd probably be Ian.
Josh is
And I'd be
spiteful.
like, you're coming down with me.
He a petty bitch.
Well, then you know what? I feel like the most likely conclusion for us losing the zombie apocalypse is self implosion.
Probably.
I feel
Probably
like
not.
we
I
could
don't know.
probably I feel like we could probably handle the wilds, the worlds, but can we handle ourselves? I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
All right. Well, then that's
But in this scenario, though, Ryan, though, morally high ground.
yeah. Yeah.
That's questionable high ground.
Less high.
Josh willing to shoot any of us.
Ian, you
What's
never
the
said what your
reason?
role is.
My role?
You said bodyguard with Josh, but like, what else are you bringing to the table? I feel like I'm bringing a lot to the table. I feel like Josh is having to do a lot at the table.
If you guys not wanted to do those things on the table,
Yeah. So what is your role? Let's end this on what your role is.
I don't know. What did we say the other roles are?
I don't know, like the builder man. You could learn to farm, fortify. I don't know.
I'd be the leader of our group.
the person who just given off orders.
Excuse you. No.
No, I think he's right. He would just give out orders.
And that's why he'd probably be the
No,
first
I'd
one to get
recruit
shot.
other people and make us a strong little.
I'm the negotiator. I'm the people person. We already decided that. You trying to take my role? I'm the leader.
No.
I feel like we already decided on that though. That I would be the
No.
one talking to people because you're too aggressive and you're too passive.
What's
Oh,
funny? What's so
Josh, I
funny
didn't hear what you said.
is when you point to me, or
Uh-huh.
you probably pointing to me is what you think, but you're pointing to
Yeah.
Josh on
Oh,
my screen, which is the one we use for the recording. So you're
this is
like,
confusing.
Josh is too aggressive and Ian's too passive, and I'm like, yeah, that's not
Why
it.
are they different for me?
I don't know. I have
Yeah, no,
Josh in top left, me in top right, and you in the bottom.
Yeah, Josh is top left. You are top right, and I'm on the bottom.
It's because you're mirrored.
Why am I
You're
mirrored?
mirrored for yourself.
yeah, I don't know.
Who's this? Who's this?
That's Ian.
Who's this?
Josh.
That's me.
That's opposite for me.
Ryan,
This is
which
Ian.
side of the screen is this arm?
Left.
This is my right arm.
This is my left arm.
That's on the right side of the screen.
Why am I mirrored for me and not you?
God knows this starts being weird.
There are two swans in a lake. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Josh will be too passive, Ian will be too aggressive. We already decided that I'm the talking man. I'm the negotiator. You gotta pick a different
I
role.
think you can negotiate without being the leader.
Sure.
So you wanna just give orders to people? But here's the thing, we can't have just one leader. We gotta all be able to contribute.
Sure.
And I feel like that'll be our downside because I don't think we would agree on a lot of things. Maybe at first, but later on it'd be like, we have to do this other. We could probably do this other way, but it's a life and death situation, so it's really like on the beat call.
All right, so Ian's undecided, Josh is butcher and executioner, and I'm negotiator and forager, salvager, scout person.
And together we combine to be 3 months of survival.
3 months, yeah. I'll give us 3 months. I think that's fair. I feel like any less than that is disgraceful, and any more of that is unrealistic.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. But anything else when you guys want to contribute to this conversation? I feel like it was a pretty productive conversation.
I got nothing.
But I just it's hard to recruit people when you don't trust anyone.
It's true. And that's the thing, who can you trust? Who can you trust?
You gotta put blind faith in it.
Yeah, and then you get stabbed in the back.
Not if you stab
Mhm.
them first.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that was fun. That was a fun little theoretical journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this one. Thank you everyone for watching. Let us know how you would survive in a zombie apocalypse. And again, if you want to join our crew, please submit your resume in full in the comments down below with all the skills and why we should recruit you. And have a great rest of your days.
We
Bye.
will we will let you know if you've been accepted.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.